In the Old Town district of Eureka, California, lies an Art Deco movie theater that was once abandoned, but nowadays shows more than just movies. This is the Eureka Theater.
My name is Nate Adams. I am the manager and a board member here at the Eureka Theater.
What do you do in your job?
I do a million things. I wear so many hats, anything from booking talent, dealing with licensing on movies, dealing with sound, lighting, projection, even so much as like stocking refrigerators.
This theater is one of the many staples of Eureka. Sure, it's not as well known as the impeccable Carson Mansion, but with its blade sign being nearly 100 feet tall, it is definitely one of those structures that you cannot miss. Can you give me an overview of the history of the Eureka Theater?
Sure. It was built in 1939 and ran as a single-screen movie theater up until the 1970s. In 1978, they turned it into a triplex, so they blocked off part of the balcony and installed 2 screens up there, and they ran that for another 20 or so years before the theater was shut down and was abandoned for a few years. And it was purchased by Rob Arkley, who wanted to do his Performing Arts Center here, and he realized that this project was a bit much and it didn't have some of the infrastructure that he needed for his Performing Arts Center. So he gifted it to a nonprofit, which still runs it today, and so we've been running it for about 26 years at this point. And we returned it to a single-screen movie theater, and then we started hosting lots of events, concerts, community gatherings, things like that.
Now, I know that a lot of you have never actually seen the inside of the Eureka Theater. After all, they don't do as many shows as they once done, and you've probably seen the outside a million times, especially the big blade sign, but have you ever wondered what it looks like on the inside? Well, don't worry, because I'm going to show you the inside. It's split up into 3 main areas: the lounge/foyer, the auditorium, and the balcony. So let's start with what's most appropriate, the lounge or foyer. The foyer here is one of the few places here that is almost fully restored, with its 30s Art Deco design being some of the most beautiful Art Deco I've ever seen. And, well, there are definitely some things different from 1939 compared to today, like this carpet, which is actually here from 1978 when the building was turned into a triplex, and the bar was donated by the Eureka High School class of 1956. This place is beautiful. Anyway, let's talk about the auditorium. Now, there's not as much to say about the auditorium. As you can see, it's not in the best shape, but all in good time, it will get fixed. This is a picture of what it looked like in 1939. You might notice there's something missing. 2 pillars on either side of the screen. Why were those taken out?
I'm assuming those were damaged by water when the roof failed and when it was sitting abandoned, but we do intend on completely restoring those and putting the gilding back on those.
Oh, well, that answers my question. Very nice. The designs in this room are also fantastic. I mean, look at these big murals and the beautiful proscenium and even a waterfall curtain that, from what I've heard, doesn't actually work that well. Hey, who knows, maybe they'll replace it. But anyway, this room is fantastic. Now let's talk about the balcony. Now the balcony does need a lot more work than some other places. As you can see, it's kind of a mess. That's the reason why the balcony isn't open right now. But it will be fixed. And the balcony gives a pretty impressive view of the screen. I mean, it looks awesome. And I also asked Nate some questions about when the balcony will be fixed and if they're opening again anytime soon. And he said this.
That is actually one of the next projects that we're going to be tackling very soon.
I heard you were going to be making it into like a VIP booth area.
Yeah, we intend on making it into a gold booth lounge with table service. And so you can actually just sit there, enjoy your movie or your show, and have food and drink brought to you.
And that's your all-expense-paid tour of the Eureka Theater. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That's all on the history of the Eureka Theater. If you're a resident of Eureka and you want to become a volunteer here, you can go to the concession stand during shows or go to the eurekatheater.org and sign up there. I'm very happy you joined me on this trip. Have a fantastic day. And remember, history is only as fun as you make it.
Before we go, Nate has one last thing to say to all of you out there.
If you've never been to the Eureka Theater, please come check it out. It is a historical part of downtown Eureka, and it's been a part of so many people's memories. Come make some of your own.